Good morning. When I saw this sign, it really, reminded me of my time at the camp in Miami and the notion of alligators or people sneaking up on you, and to always, be aware of your surroundings. But specifically in this case, it reminded me of guards and how they used to sneak up on people, other inmates, and catch them with cell phones and other contraband. And as I tell every person I'm talking to, preparing them for their surrender, you're going to see cell phones and liquor and drugs and iPads. You're going to see things in the camp that is going to just make your head spin. And you're going to wonder, what am I doing here and how did these things get here? And remember, you're in a camp, which is considered minimum security. Many camps don't have fences around it. And as you'll see from the attached blog, that, there's a lot of ways that people get contraband into not just prison, but specifically prison camps. And I always tell people, you will get caught. If you use a cell phone, you will get caught. And I remember my wife telling me on our first visit, and I said, my first night I was in camp, and about 2 in the morning, I got up to use the bathroom. And I remember walking back to my bunk, and it looked like Christmas. All the lights were lit up in the bunk. And there, if the bunk had 75 beds, probably 45 people were on phones and iPads. And I remember her warning me that if she ever got a phone call and it wasn't from a prison phone, she would never pick up the phone call from me again, because of how selfish it would be for me to use something that guaranteed I would get caught on. And when I got caught, I would lose my good time. I would lose my opportunity to go into RDAP. I would probably be transferred to a higher level security. I would lose my phone privileges. There's so much downside to the short-term use of a cell phone when you're in prison. So I always warn clients before they surrender. If you use a cell phone, you will get caught. You might not physically get caught on the phone, but they will catch the phone. Remember, these guards have been in these camps for years. They know all the hiding spots. They know if you're going to hide it in a washer or dryer, or if you're going to hide it in your locker or in the ceiling. The guards know. It's a cat and mouse game. And when they find the phone, while you might not be on it, they're going to look at all the calls that were done. And when they see that your call is a phone number is attached to a number on your contact list, you are just as culpable as the person on that phone. And all the same penalties apply. So in life, think about short-term gain and think about both the upside and downside to everything you do. Because while in prison, yes, you're going to starve for contact with your family. You're going to want to FaceTime your loved ones because the person next to you or the person above you is FaceTiming their family. And it's going to bother you. You have to have discipline. Remember the downside. Remember what got you to prison. I remember how desperate I wanted to see my family. But I remember my wife's words. You will get caught. I will never come visit. I will never see you. You will lose your good time. And how selfish it would be for me to spend one day more in prison than absolutely necessary. If you have any questions, please call, text, or email me. Thank you.